Hi, brothers and sisters. I hope you are well. I'd like to give you a short message titled, Let Us Bring a Substantial Offering for Real. Let us bring a substantial offering for real. And so what I mean by that is we really are, we're engaged in work that is valuable to ourselves, to our community, to our nations, and to the world. So the work that we're setting out to do together, is needed. Okay, it is needed, and we're sharing everything that we do with our beloved True Mother. And so, actually, we just reported to True Mother that we finished 120 days. Do you remember in the summer we started with a 40-day condition of visitation that was initiated by True Mother? Well, actually, since then now we've done 120 days. And a few days ago we met all of our leaders in Asia Pacific One and we analyzed our results. And the results are that if you average everything out, basically we achieved what we were going for at a rate of 43%. 43%. That's actually really quite low, considering that most of our goals were not that difficult. Interestingly also, as you know, I might set a theme, but every national leader, I ask them to work together with their teams to really consider, well, what's relevant, what's beneficial, given their situation in their nation. And so I'm not imposing goals and specifics on anybody, but really asking our national leaders, our national department leaders and district leaders and so on to work together, and to work together fundamentally with all of you to really decide together and then work together and to bring that offering together. Now, I know that generally speaking, in this part of the world, there has been a tendency to sort of give very strong goals and directions, and then we're all usually quite good at uniting and striving to achieve those goals. And one of the things I've been trying to do with you since I came here is give you much more space, freedom and responsibility, you can say. So that's why I'm not overbearing in the details of every offering, of every condition, right? I really want each of us as blessed families to feel like our offering is determined by our creativity, our ownership also, right? So that's not always easy. In some sense, you can say more difficult. But given that every nation was able to kind of set its own goals over the course of 120 days, 43% is not that great, you could say. But what's good about it is that it's 43% of substance. That 43 is real. And I would like to also say that I report that to True Mother. In fact, I'd like to read, I just felt today I'd like to actually read to you most of my latest report to True Mother that I just gave, a couple of days ago. So I'll just read it to you. Because, today we're kicking off a new 40 days. This idea of let's make an offering of substance for real. So I want to ask each of you to really work together on this. Now every nation again is setting its own specific parameters, but I want all of us to really go together, and then I want to report, to Mother how well we're doing. So, dear beloved True Mother, it was so beautiful to see the video of you celebrating the 103rd day of your great-granddaughter Jama's precious life. I used your words as the basis of our message for Sunday service across the region. I believe the scene of True Mother being overjoyed with her great-granddaughter is the embodiment of Heavenly Parent's greatest happiness. As you know, we are working closely with IHQ to strengthen our 60-month strategies for the sake of achieving a heavenly unified Korea and a heavenly unified world. Dr. Yoon is guiding us to think anew and to innovate. From True Mother's speeches, I could feel the deep yearning and hope in your heart to be able to attend Heavenly Parent together. Our goal is to have at least 1/3 of humanity attend Heavenly Parent. Now, this is a lofty and noble goal. a lofty and noble goal that must be deeply ingrained in the heart of our Heavenly Parent as well. Thank you for guiding us, True Mother, to see beyond the current horizons and into the vision of our loving Heavenly Parent. I feel that True Mother is actively and beautifully painting a picture of heaven before our very eyes. At the same time, we know that we must also become people worthy of living in that world as citizens of Cheon Won Gung. It is healthy for our leaders and members, as well as our blessed children, to share this vision with True Mother. It is healthy for each of us to strive towards this amazing goal. As we strive for world peace, we must remember that the foundation for world peace is peaceful families. And we acknowledge that the most precious fruit of our True Parents' work are our beloved, blessed families around the world. If this is True Parents' most precious work, then I would ask our blessed families, what do you feel is your most precious work, your greatest achievement as a member of this movement in your lifetime? So I can ask you now, what do you feel is your greatest work? What are you most proud of leaving behind as a couple, as a blessed family? What are you most proud of achieving in your lifetime within this movement? And this is what I said to Mother. I believe most of them will reply in a similar way. They will say that what they are most overjoyed with, what they are most proud of, are their blessed children, their lineage, their precious children who are born into the lineage of Heavenly Parent and True Parents. When I consider this, I am reminded that surely the most precious fruit born from our beloved True Parents' great work are our blessed children, those who have been given the blessing from their very conception. We all wish to be able to raise our children as healthy, happy, public-minded individuals who love and attend Heavenly Parent and True Parents naturally, as this would be the greatest way to honor and cherish this most beloved and precious fruit of our True Parents' work. However, it has been my experience that the environment for our children has often been overlooked in our history. If we ask all of the parents, they will say that their children are our most precious fruit. But if we ask the children, if they know that they are the most precious thing in the movement, if they know that they are the most precious fruit of our community and True Parents' great work, what will they say? It may be that they have heard such things, but if we ask them honestly, how will they answer? How do you think the blessed children of our movement will answer if they truly feel as though they are the most precious fruit of our movement's work, of True Parents' work, of our community, of our families? How will they answer? I believe True Mother is guiding us to be innovative around this challenge and change many things about how we lead. I do not know where I will be in 10 or 20 years, or even 5 years. However, I am dreaming of a day here in Asia Pacific 1, 10 years or so from now, when we will have many more beautiful, blessed children of our beloved True Parents. Children who are growing up in an environment that supports them to be healthy, happy, and public-minded. I envision an environment where even without being asked, they know that they are the precious fruit of True Parents, and they feel that their families, their communities, and leaders understand them and love them as such. During a meeting I had in Nepal recently with several ambassadors for peace who have supported us over the years, there were also a few blessed families and children present in the meeting. This is just recently when I was in Nepal. When it was my turn to speak, I asked our ambassadors for peace to recognize the blessed children in the room. I brought all the children up on stage and introduced them as our most precious VIPs, because they are the fruit of all of our work for peace. They are the fruit of the families who give their time, their prayers, and even money toward all of the great initiatives that the ambassadors for peace are inspired by. So I asked them, do you see these precious fruits you have before you? Do you see how these children are the future for your nation? They were also overjoyed to see this and to understand that Family Federation members and families are working behind the scenes to support our great international work. I asked the eldest ambassador for peace among them to pray for the children and to bless them. All the elders were now bowing their hearts internally to the blessed children. This was something that we had not seen before in such a way. This is really a great experience. So those of you in Nepal, God bless you. That was really wonderful experience. Kind of like, we're talking about, let us treat our members as VIPs and our VIPs as members, right? And so this was a way to do that. I was telling the truth to our VIPs. I was acknowledging among all the work that we're doing together and that we're so proud about, what is the most precious fruit of the work that we are doing together? We can talk about world peace, but will there be world peace without peaceful families? And how do we measure such a thing as a peaceful family? I think we need to go and listen to the children. We need to look to the children and ask them honestly. And if we are honest, we could probably be doing better. And this is what I really want us to think about. So I said to Mother, 70 years from now, how many people will be alive who can say that they were born as blessed children during the time of our true parents? How many precious young children will be able to at least symbolically sit on the lap of our true mother, as does our beloved Jongha? This has been on my mind a lot. So this is my question to you. You and your nation, you and your communities and your families, how many of our children, how many of our children will be born in the next 10 years or so? There's a number there. Is it 500? Is it 5,000? I think that has to do everything to do with us. And all of these little conditions that we're doing, visiting one another, eating and meeting with one another, visiting and witnessing, telling the world about what's going on, all the ways in which we are participating for substantial fruit will make a difference. And I'm talking about much more than participating in rallies or doing grandiose gestures. But ultimately, how many families are we helping Heavenly Parent give birth to? How many blessed children of those families? How many of our couples are really being prepared well to raise their children in the kind of environment that, frankly, we all wanted to grow up in? This is our main work. So I said this, as we plan and set our goals for 2027, I am inclined to think beyond that time frame, to 2032 or 2034. As we strive to work on 1/3 of the world coming into the realm of attendance of our Heavenly Parent, I still ponder what might be our most substantial result. How many blessed children will there be from Thailand, Cambodia, Nepal, India, and our other nations? In your nation, how many blessed children will there be there 10 years from now? While I may not be here personally to make the report on that day, so I might not be here, right, in 10 years. I don't even know where I'm in. 5 years, I don't know. But maybe 10 years, if I'm not here, I might not be able to make the report to True Mother. This is what I'm saying. At the same, okay, and then I pray that whoever is leading Asia Pacific One at that time will be able to report to our beloved True Mother that we have thousands and thousands and thousands of True Parent blessed children in this region. I recognize the importance of reaching millions and billions of people around the world, and to allow for the miracles that have been prepared by heaven. I want to see them unfold, I'm telling Mother. So this is like the big gesture, right? The 1/3. We've got to reach like impossible, outcomes, right? Yes. At the same time, I also understand that it takes time for people to change. And even some of us who have been in the movement for decades may still struggle to fully grasp everything that our true parents are trying to show us. True parents have always been guiding us to reach our goals within providential time frames, stretching our imaginations and breaking our limitations. But I believe that throughout these decades, true parents have expected us to take good care of one another. Like in the meantime, right? True parents were thinking to take care of one another, our spouses, our children, our families, our communities, while fulfilling these great missions. I imagine that true parents always expected us to fulfill tribal messiahship decades ago. But as True Mother has sometimes noted, things did not always go according to plan over the last 60 years. The good news is that there are still countries in this region that are within their golden hour of potential when it comes to witnessing to young people. In countries like Cambodia, Thailand, Nepal, India, and so on, there's real potential for growth. And I believe there's some other secret strategic nations that could explode with positivity and great growth at any moment. So, by raising young people, training them, and preparing them to become beautiful Chombo families, we can give birth to our beloved True Parents lineage. Through our HTM activities, we have blessed many families, especially in rural areas, and these are beautiful, beautiful results. There are great opportunities to witness to young people from these tribes, as well as to young people in the schools and universities, especially with those who we have good relations. So there's all this potential. However, there is still much work to be done in terms of substance. And then, in my letter, I go on to explain to True Mother about our 120-day condition. And I go into some detail about the actual result that we brought together. And this is my responsibility. Now, usually you would not want to, give anything less than 100% good news report, right? But actually, I want you to know this is who I am. I really want to bring substance, and the only way to bring substance is to be honest about what we're doing. If we can't be honest about, where we might be falling short, then how can we ever improve there, right? So it's not my job just to inspire True Mother with numbers or with impossible things. Actually, I really want to inspire True Mother with honest substance, such that whether we bring 10 or whether we bring 1,000, Mother knows that that's a real outcome. And I won't read the rest. There's about another page where I just talk through with Mother. Look, this is what we were able to do that worked, and this is where we fell short. And I told the leaders that I would do that. I will report to Mother actually how we're doing. And the reason I want to share this with you today is because today we start another 40 days. And I really want to ask you to be a part of it substantially. Whatever it is that you can do, please let us bring each nation, each sub-region, together as a region, greater and greater results of substance for True Mother. Let us bring an offering of substance for real. Because how can we talk about 60-month strategies if we still can't manage 40-day strategies, right? Or 120-day strategies. I'm telling you, this is the behind-the-scenes conversations, the real conversations that I'm having together with our precious leaders of Asia Pacific One right now. So, dear members, please support your leaders. And dear leaders, please know I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be ruthlessly honest, not only with True Mother, but with our members. So please show the members, dear leaders, please show the members, what you were able to achieve together as a nation over the last 120 days. And make sure that everybody knows what we're setting out to do for the next 40 days. Because continually, I know that we can do better and better and better. And the whole regional team is committed to helping our national leaders become the best victorious leaders in the world. And that means we've got to change many things. Please don't think that Mother moved our leaders around to keep doing what we did before. Okay? Please don't think Mother sent me to Asia, sent Yumiko to Asia, and sent, I brought my family to Asia. Don't think that Mother sent us to Asia just to continue doing what we're already doing. The truth is this: we need to continue doing what's working well, but there's also some things we need to completely adjust and change. So please do your best, bear with me, please listen well and unite with our heart. We're not perfect, and there's many things that we're learning and growing, but please understand, Mother has a real idea and an intention to really break through whole new levels, okay? So we have an amazing environment in many countries in Asia, and we have many ambassadors for peace. God bless you, many VIPs that are doing wonderful work to support us. But now you need to know, as a member, you are a VIP. Our blessed children are VVIPs. And so we need to be able to embrace our ambassadors for peace and those who have been helping us also like members. That means they have a responsibility. One of the things I hope you are including in your condition is the preparation for the donation of the Cheon Won Gung. I hope that you got my memo, and again, you should have seen the memo from IHQ. If you didn't see it, please ask for it. Please ask your leaders to know what's going on. We now have a really big goal to reach by May of next year, and this is our third HJ Love Offering. You know it because I told you already in January, right? So let us really gather our beauty in substance for real to bring great joy to our beloved true mother. Brothers and sisters, have a great day, have a great week. And from Phnom Penh, Cambodia, we love you and Merry Christmas. Please prepare some nice Christmas party with your family, with your members in your communities next weekend. And those of you that are going to enjoy the World Cup, I hope to be with you enjoying the World Cup final. And soft spot for Messi, just because, you know, it would be great. It's his last World Cup. I think if Messi could pull it off, that would be really wonderful. We've got two strong teams at the final. And so I should probably be rooting for France because I do have many French ancestors, actually. But I got to say, let's go Argentina. Show us what you got, all right? God bless you, brothers and sisters. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon.